What's good, everybody? Happy Wednesday already. I can't believe how fast the weeks just go by. There's so much going on. We've got a lot going on here at Jazz Wealth. We're going to get to that. If you're a client of Jazz Wealth, this is for you. This is one of the things we do every single day for you guys to update you on the markets. How are things going? If you're not a client of Jazz Wealth, maybe you'll consider jazzwealth.com. Go check us out. If you need help with retirement investments, you want help with your finances, we have got so many great things coming for our clients. One of them starts next week. This is the first time actually going to be announcing it. Starting next Thursday, we're going to do our Wine and Wealth series. We have gone crazy trying to figure out the best way to do this for you guys. Well, next Thursday, 7:30 Eastern is when that's going to happen. So if you're a client of Jazz Wealth, we are going to show you how I can keep track of every single penny that you have. And if you want help with budgeting, if you want help paying off debt, you want help paying off a car or setting certain goals, I'm going to show you exactly how we can do that for you. That is one of the services we offer. And so if you're a client, don't worry. Tomorrow, the email will go out with the link to get you in, and then we'll send a couple reminders along the way. Hopefully that doesn't bug you too much. But Wine and Wealth, we're getting it started. Starting next Thursday, come have a glass of wine with me, sit by the computer. Let's talk about some things to help you with your money. If you like our podcast, we're recording another one tonight. We're going to do the Sad But True, fun little thing where I read off two stories to my brother. One of them's false, one of them is completely true, but it's a really sad, messed up story. Usually has to do with public companies and anything related to the markets. If you have questions you want us to answer on the podcast, it's called The Doe Show. Just go to The Doe Show on iTunes or Spreaker. And if you have questions, send an email to support@Jazz Wealth. If you would put Ask Jazz in the subject line, that's helping us out a lot. We've got a lot of great questions already piling up. I love it. Some really good ones, by the way. You guys always seem to take things a little bit further than I think you will. We'll try to record it live. We'll try to broadcast on YouTube again live. It didn't work so well last time. We'll see how it goes. I'll try again. If it doesn't work, bear with us. We'll figure it out. Also on Instagram, we're going to start doing 50-second financial tips. Go to @JazzWealth on Instagram for 50-second financial tips. Today's was talking about finances with your spouse. Really quick, just simple little things. Let's go to the markets today and take a look. Here's the thing. Where are we? The Dow was down 247, the S&P sold off 15, and the Nasdaq was lower by 14 on the day. The markets were lower. This tariff thing, right? This tariff thing keeps coming up. We seem to be really wanting to target China. I don't know, right? The Dow was lower because of Boeing, and the same thing there. What's it going to cost them to build these planes and all this stuff? And will people switch to Airbus? It's a whole deal. Bottom line is, the news headline is, they were thinking $30 billion in tariffs against China. Now we're raising it to 60. Somehow we're just throwing random numbers out there at the White House. But that's what they decided. So that caused a little concern in the markets. Now, where did that help you with your investments? Let's take a look. We're going to go to the charts here for you and take a look at your retirement investments. So here's the S&P on the screen. Look, it's been recovering little by little since that drop. The Nasdaq has been the most effective, meaning it's regained all of those losses from February, that scary couple of days there. And the Russell has started to pull back a little bit as well. Every blip that you see on the charts here just represents one day, really. That's all it is. It's just one day on the for how the markets performed. And this is one in particular where the Russell 2000 is what we're focused on. So if we dig a little bit deeper into this, where did you find the best success in your retirement portfolios today? Interest rate sensitive stuff. Anything that's interest rate sensitive, that's where you found good success. They've been struggling a little bit lately. Anything in the bond category, we all know rates are going up, so the prices have come down. Not horribly, but today we saw a big push back to that. Long-term bonds, short-term bonds, and REITs. I always bring up the REITs because you guys, I know a lot of you like these. Another little decent day for the REITs. It continues to work its way out of this downtrend. If you're a technical trader, here's all they look at. People that like to look at these charts and make decisions based on the performance of the chart. You can see it's basically was in a perfect downtrend. It's breaking out above that. People like to see that. If we move on to intermediate to shorter term bonds, yeah, a little bounce there as well. Looking through the markets, tech, there it is. Tech continues to pull back a little bit. remember, it had a great run. All this move here, this is the tech sector, or the tech part of your retirement investments. They had a great run, made new highs. They're just taking a little break in here. Not anything, I think, to really worry about. If we go over to news, stock-specific news real quick. Equifax, we'll talk about this in the podcast later. The stock wasn't really down much on the day. Insider trading. The guy that was supposed to be the next chief information officer was actually found to have sold shares prior to them announcing that data breach where they stole all of our information, or where they were hacked and all of our personal information was stolen. I'm surprised this doesn't lean any more credibility towards Equifax, but what a joke there. Square. Actually, before we take a look at Square, let's look at Bitcoin. How'd Bitcoin do? Down 10% on the day. I don't like to talk about Bitcoin much, but here's Square. Square is up 5.5% on the day. Now, Bitcoin was lower on the day. What was the reason? I forget. Another one of the sort of SEC things going on in the news. Google said that they were going to stop showing any crypto type ads. Facebook already does this. They even include binary options. So that hurt Bitcoin as more people seem to be cracking down on it. The SEC also has said, look, if you're going to be an exchange, you have to register with us just like every other exchange does, meaning the stock market exchanges. So a company like Square, why was that up today? Well, this is the indirect play to the crypto play. So all of you that want to buy these crypto coins, exchanges, and all this different stuff, you have no idea how that works. This company is easy to understand. These guys, they're the guys that do the swiping, right? If you're a small business owner, you could put the little chip in your phone and swipe people's credit cards to take their money from them when you sell them something. Well, in the Square, what they're doing is saying, hey, we're going to reach out to merchants and we're going to see if they want to accept cryptocurrencies. If so, we're going to allow people to transact cryptocurrencies over our payment processing service. Really cool. That's really why it's been up here lately. So a little bit of news on Square. Walmart. Walmart hasn't really been performing well, but basically they said today they're going to start with 100 of their stores and they're going to offer grocery delivery, similar to what Amazon's doing. Kroger also, they're already doing this, so I don't know why this is shocking. But Walmart says, where are the specifics there? They were very particular, by the way, with their press release to say things that directly contradicted or contrasted themselves to Amazon. $9.95 delivery fee with a $30 minimum order, which they said no subscription. They're not requiring you to sign up for anything. And here's something interesting I didn't know. The company already has 18,000 personal shoppers. I never knew that. So they said they plan to hire thousands more this year. They have a 3-week training program. If you're looking for a job where you just want to go pick up groceries and deliver them to people, seems like Walmart's trying to do that. Also, Kroger does this. They just happen to use Uber to do their deal there. So that's basically it. I'm going to keep this really short today. The markets were down, but they've been up a lot lately, so a little bit of a pullback here is just temporary concern over the tariffs. I have no real immediate concerns. I think it's too soon to tell if this is a real problem or not. We could just end up chopping around back and forth. So I hope you'll join us tonight on the podcast. We'll try to do it live. Otherwise, Wine and Wealth next Thursday, 7:30. I will remind you every single day so you don't forget. And we'll also be sending out, I think, a total of 3 emails. Is it going to be 3? Hey, it's 3 emails? So we're going to send out 3. One to let you know what's coming up, what the topic is. One to remind you it is coming up, and we'll send you one the day of in case you throw away your emails or something like that. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. If you're thinking Jazz Wealth, you want somebody to walk you through your investments, walk you through your personal finances, that is cool. Also, I'll say if you're not thinking Jazz Wealth, we've got something cool coming for you too, where we can still help you with your personal finances and literally run reports where if you want me to follow every last penny of your spending, we might be able to help you as well. So stay tuned. We'll be probably a couple weeks before we announce that. So we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.